I hate to break it to you, but bending your knees and squatting to pick things up is actually the least efficient way to pick things up off the floor. Here's what you should do instead. So everywhere you have heard that you should bend and squat to pick things up off the floor, that it's safer for your back, but I actually don't think it's that safe. I actually think if you have pre-existing knee pain, that's actually a very difficult position to pick things up off the floor. Because what is harder in a squat? The top position or the bottom position? Probably the bottom position, right? So if you're trying to pick things up from the bottom position, you're actually disadvantaged mechanically. Better position is a deadlift. However, many people are not taught how to deadlift, not taught how to pick things up off the floor in a safe way. I'm going to teach you what I, as a physiotherapist, teach my patients to make sure they don't hurt their backs, they can pick up their kids off the ground, their groceries from the ground, do it without risk. Here are my top 3 tips. You always want to stand as close as possible because you want your center of gravity to be over the object. If I'm far away, I'm going to be putting way more strain on my back. Number 2, the wider of a base of support you have, the more stable you're going to be. If I stand on one leg to pick something up, that's obviously an exaggeration. It's going to make it much more difficult for me to pick the object up. But if I'm standing nice and big, it's much safer. And the third step is a deadlift is not actually a pulling motion, it's actually a pushing motion. Thinking of pushing your feet through the ground to pick up the object, it's going to make your muscles in the glutes, posterior chain work so much better to pick the object up and minimize your risk of using your lower back. So you think of coming down, pushing my feet through the ground, and it just ends up feeling so much easier. I guarantee you, picking things up from a floor to waist position, from a hip hinge, is going to be way more safer if you do it correctly and way more comfortable in your knees.